Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around.
Good morning again and welcome to MyTarot.org. Daily reflection, morning inventory, morning reflection. I hope everybody is having an amazing morning or amazing afternoon or evening wherever you are. What are we doing here? Whatever the heck we want. But basically what we're doing is we're just giving ourselves the gift of 15 minutes to just sit still, because who knows what we have planned for today. And I think that my day has been planned out at the office pretty darn tight. So I'm kind of grateful to just say, all right, I'm not even going to think about it for 15 minutes. I'm going to listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean, which is going to remind me to breathe, and I'm going to make sure my feet are flat on the floor and my butt's comfortable in the seat, and my shoulders relaxed and my neck's relaxed. I'm going to remind people it's good to have a light switch like I do with the cards, whether it's like lighting a candle and saying, oh yeah, I'm supposed to breathe, or it's just a spot in the house where it's quiet, where you can say, now I've sat here, oh yeah, that's my light switch. That means I can shut out the world. So, it's a good thing to have. But we are taking our morning reflection. This is where the universe is going to hold up a mirror and ask us, what do we see? And that mirror is the tarot. So, what do we see is the gosh darn question. So, I am going to make our 3 stacks this morning. Each one of these a different thread going out to the universe. Each one of these is a different thought or different idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this stack will lead down one conversation, this one down a different path, and this one down a different one. It's Friday morning here. And I am bright-tailed and bushy-eyed. So let's go with the center stack. Let's go with what's right at the heart. I'm going to do our 3 and 1. And as usual, I will flip each card over one at a time like they're the pages of a book. Ooh, I have a question for myself. So this is for some reason I thought this particular deck was not one with reversals. I haven't used it in a week or so. But this one has got reversals in it. And how are we starting our day? So, take a look at this crow. And you know crows are messengers. That's why I really like this tarot here. So it's called the Crow Tarot, and it's sometimes when doing readings for people, you don't want to insert personalities, people into a reading, because that might be part of the sensitive subject. So I like something like the Crow Tarot in particular because crows are considered messengers. And here we have this messenger. What's he carrying? He's got, this crow is trying to carry 10 wands, 10 sticks, 10 logs. And you know how much of a strain that is. I think we can relate to that. That's essentially us taking on a burden and just feeling like we have to do this ourselves. We've got to do this. And man, it's sometimes we get so much into it, we forget that we should be asking people for help or telling somebody, this is more than I can deal with. Sometimes it's just life in the fact that if I don't do it, who will? And that's the struggle sometimes we go through. But this is reversed. So with the 10 of Wands reversed, it's about recognizing that. Ananoresis is recognizing and preparing for a change, which is what this is when it's reversed. This is the universe acknowledging everything that you're doing. Now that you've acknowledged it, we understand what the issue is. Now we can work on making that change. So I'm going to flip over the next card here, which is the Three of Cups. So threes are about growth and moving forward. Cups are about spirituality and emotions. When we have the Three of Cups, it's about coming together. Again, this is reversed. So again, we just have to acknowledge that sometimes we may feel like someone's not there for us, that we are kind of on our own, whether that's real, whether it's in our head. Sometimes we take things on and we just feel alone. So when I see this many cards reversed, like I say, this is not all reversals in here. But when I see all these cards reversed, what I end up doing is I turn them around so that I can see the pages, and I just understand that there's a block in here. And when we come to the lovers, in the movies and things like that, we see it as, romance coming your way. The lovers is actually about making choices. It is about rights and wrong, especially when we get emotionally involved in something. So that's where the decision comes in. When we get clouded over and our decisions can be made based on other people and our feelings and things like that. But this is reversed. So again, the basic gist here is that we have an understanding. Sometimes part of that understanding is that really, if I don't do it, then who will? If I don't do it, then who will? It's sometimes, though, with the recognition that it's like, all right, I'm not going to get the help I think I need with this. What do I want to do about this? What choices do I want to make in this situation? Do I want to be angry and resentment? That is definitely an option. But sometimes it's one of those things where we just need to do it. And not have the expectations that others are going to be there and understand. Sometimes people get locked in their own little narcissistic worlds, and they're just not going to understand what we're going through. So I'm going to flip over the advice card, which is the Knight of Swords. So knights are fire and energy. Knights are the ones that you want to send into battle when you want to get something done. Swords are thoughts. Swords are ideas. Literally, the Knight of Swords is when you take something and you just run with it. When you take an idea and you just run with it. When you take your thoughts and you climb on that horse. It's not about anybody else. It's about, what do I need to do? How do I rush forward? And of course, this is reversed because we're doing all reversals today, I guess. So again, the Ten of Wands is coming out of sometimes just recognition that it's like, you know what, this is tough. And yes, in some things, if I don't do it, then who will? Partners may not recognize this. Other people at work may not recognize this, but we acknowledge it. We're sometimes just not going to get the help that we would like. But we need to make sure that we don't make angry, bad decisions on it. And again, the Lover's card is about choices. So we need to make sure that when we're overwhelmed, we're not putting this on other people. We are not applying expectations to other people. Sometimes it's just that thing where I need to get on my horse and run with this. Because again, I mean, now I'm going to say this in a strong way because I know some very strong women. I know some very strong men. I know some very strong people. And sometimes it really is, if I don't do it, who will? Then just watch what I'm going to do. Just get out of my way. I have things to do. That's what the Knight is saying. Just, you know what? Everybody, if I'm not going to get what I feel would be the assistant, but this has to get done, I'm getting on my Knight. I'm getting on my horse. Just, if you're not going to help, don't get in my way. It's what it comes down to. If I'm not going to get help, then don't get in my way. And we just do what needs to be done. And that, again, is just, sometimes it's life. We have other situations where people just absolutely empathize and they understand. But sometimes, you know, if we don't do it, who will? I recognize this. Three of Cups is reversed, which means, okay, I can't expect other people to understand. And then we have the Lovers about making our choices. We need to watch our emotions and how we feel. And we just need to do it ourselves. So, Maureen, you are so welcome. So I hope everybody takes this as a sign of strength. Because sometimes it is. Sometimes it's sharing the burden because we have people around us who are empathizing. Other times it's recognizing that there is nobody else. If I don't do it, it's not going to get done. I'm doing this. And then we make it okay. So with that, I hope you have that amazing, amazing, amazing weekend. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or evening. And with that, I will see you again on Monday. Take care.